Hello, hello, hello. I'm a PaintedDog and welcome back to our City Skylines playthrough. Since the last episode, I did a little bit of work. As you can see, I added in this road with a roundabout, just connecting up to this highway. I actually want to adjust the speed limit on this. Might later. We might have to change some things around since heavy vehicles might take this road to get over here. I don't think they will, because this is still a bit shorter. But yeah, these ones might, if I have to deliver some things, some products. But yeah, everything else looks about right. We might want to add in a bit more commercial. And for that, let's place it in here. I think it's a good idea to place it in here. I might want to move my utility buildings off of these main roads to local roads, just so they have there's not really a slowing down of any traffic or anything like that. But yeah, so for this episode, let's try and get our citizens moving without their cars. So let's go to this. I've downloaded this pedestrian and bicycle pathway tool. Let me just get, I believe it's that one, yeah. I can't remember which one is which. But yeah, I think that will be fine. We can just leave it like that. Ideal will be to get them close to one another, but it would seem like that's a bit of an impossible task now. What if we do something? No, that won't work. So it might be a bit offset. Otherwise, we can do something like that. I think that will work. Just so we can get our citizens utilizing other means of transport besides vehicles. I want this to be as environmentally friendly area as possible. So do we want to add in any on this side? I don't think it's necessary. In here we might want to add in. Okay, our people are walking there. That's great. I might want to add in something like this. Something like that. That might be something to think about, but I think for now it's okay. If we want to, we can maybe sneak in something over here, because it's quite a far path to get to this side. But I think for those citizens it will be fine just to drive. And yeah, do we want that zone already? Yes, it is. Let's go and add in a bit more commercial. Why did I do that? Same with over here. Let's zone something like that. And like that. Might as well get this in as well. Okay. So what do we want to do for this episode? Definitely, as soon as we can, we need to place in a bit of parks and all that. And we can. So why not start using this? Just to boost the land. Come on, get away. To boost the land value a bit. Like I say, it's a small park and it takes up this entire spot. Let's place one there. There are a couple of custom assets that I created and downloaded. There's 4x4 dog park and a 12x8, and then a couple of parking lots as well. And if we have them, we might as well use them. What's the terrain like over here? I want to make this a nature reserve, so I'm not going to place any parks, prefabricated parks over there. Do we want to bulldoze this? I think so. Let's get a dog park in there. Plaza with a picnic. You know what? Let's place that there. Just to get the land value up a bit. Our money is a bit on the dodgy side, but that's okay. That's okay. See, we can add a nature reserve and a zoo. I definitely want to add a nature reserve. But now we only have a parks. You know what? Let's create a park area if we can. I just can't remember where to do. Oh, I can just open up my eyes, eh? Be so much easier. Let's create. Not ideal to have it next to this, but this is only temporary. That will be moved quite soon. So let's take this over here. Might want to add in a couple of pathways to there. Yeah, I think that's nice. A normal nature reserve. Yeah, I think that will be a nice addition. So with that in mind, let's create a small, just a dirt road. Where's my dirt road? Why can't I find it? Seriously, where's my dirt road? There it is. If you can just look around instead of just going crazy like that, I will find it. Where do we want to add in this side road? Maybe in here? So it's a bit off from that road, but it's still close enough so you can do something about it. Yeah. Otherwise, let's bring this road up a bit. I don't want it to connect. Hopefully that's enough of a... it seems like it. Okay, so we unlocked side gates and tents and campsites and all that. A bit weird terrain formation there, but that's okay. So I'm gonna add in pathways with lighting. I think that will be a nice addition. So I'm gonna build up a straight bit right there, and then we can start freeforming. This won't be the biggest park or the best park, but it will be something. Okay, bring it up here. Where our waste disposal area is. I think we want to skip that. So let's just make a pathway up to there. This isn't the best park, as I said, but it's something. Do I want to add in a small road? Maybe this one? To connect up with this area. Let me quickly sort out this. Not what I wanted to do. And let's get that up. And see if this works now. Come on, just sneak in somewhere there. Okay, let me take this out. And keep the game paused. And let's do something like that. Yeah, it's still lifted above the water there. Let's bulldoze that. See, I won't be keeping this for too long. Later on, when we unlock this, we can use these advanced wind turbines to get the power to go along there. Why am I doing it that way? I can just take it out this and stretch the pylons over here. Yeah, that's a lot better, eh? Here we can do something like that, but for now, let's keep it like this. So let's keep this running so we can make a bit more cash. Don't know why it's so. That's the height that it wants to keep it. Why does it look so high, eh? So let's get this turned around and do something like that. Get it to go. And for that might be a bit of a stretch. Yeah, do something like that. Now, is there a way to sneak this through here without deleting those rocks? You know what? We might just have to place them back. Do something like that and connect it up again. See, for this bit we can always sneak a road in here, just to there. And one in there, just so they have areas to go and have a look. Now we can add in all of this. I'm not gonna bother with fences at this stage, but yeah, you might want to add in some campfire areas, you know, along there and there. It's a bit noisy, I know, with these wind turbines, but I think that would be okay. Let's speed this up because we are running out of cash, and we need to add in some things along here as well. So let's look at our park area info. 10 simoleons to get in here. I think that'll be fine. We have our entertainment level is high enough to upgrade. Any policies that we might want to. Did I just change? No, I didn't. Come on. Let me see, is there any policies? Let's recycle garbage. I think that's fine for now. So we have a bit of cash left. Ooh, we need more residential. So for this, let me just slow this down. Let's bring up the terrain map, because I want to actually okay, we need a bit more of this. Let's see if I place one there. Oh, let's stretch. Yeah, it will. Now we don't have enough money. Let's speed this up a bit again. Any loans that we can take? Nope. Nope. That's something that I might want to do while off camera. Just get our finances in order and let the game run a bit. Okay, we have power again. So let's slow this down. Just... okay, we can't really. We need to make money. What roads are we using here? Those ones. Let's see, is there anything else? We unlock those in at 4,000. Yeah. Let's just keep with these ones. Just for now. Now let's bring up a terrain tool. As I wanted to say, I actually want to follow the terrain a bit more. I think that makes a bit more sense. Because at the end of the day, you won't be cutting in across these gradients quite a lot, because it will speed up erosion. And I'm not a planner or anything like that, but when I used to be a game ranger and field guide, you have to do maintenance on the roads. And it's mostly dirt roads, so yeah, erosion was usually a big problem if you don't follow the contours of the area. Might be able to sneak in something around here. Yeah, because if you build one from height just straight down and it's a dirt road, it will get eroded if there's any rain, or usually rain. Where I worked, is usually rain was a problem. I'm not gonna go too heavy at this stage. Let's just curve this around and get it linked up there. I think that's a quite nice looking area. So yeah, the ideal will be to get this as closely packed, but I don't really want to. Let's give people some areas where it's a bit open like that, so we can place in some trees. I know here I didn't really follow the contours, but I want to cut in a road through there, just so it's not so symmetrical at the end of the day. Do something like that. And through there. And I don't really want to have a road, a normal road going through there. But now it feels like there's a lot. Well, I could place in parks there. So let's bring up this. Okay, now this one I can actually just extend straight through, but then it might be a problem there. So let's go from here. Do something like that, and then we just curve it. Otherwise we are wasting all this space. Through here we can add in areas like this, just so we can... I hate it if it does that. So yeah, let's get that in. Let's force you to stay on the ground. Yeah, like that. And we'll leave that open. But now I'm thinking about extending this and adding on some of these little roads going in here as well. Because this isn't efficient. Let's face it, this isn't the most efficient layout. But I think that will be okay for now. So let's evict you for a while. Let's get that zoned in. Same with over here. Gonna zone up to there. And then that bit there. Something like that. We need water pipes. But yeah, let me get this in and I'll bring you back as soon as it's a bit more completed. Okay, and that's now done. Everything there has connections to the water. Might as well just add in that bit as well. It doesn't do anything, but it looks a bit better. So for this one, before we do anything, let's go in here and place in a couple of parks. I might want to sneak in a normal, like a nature reserve type park in that area. I think that'll look kind of good. Something like that. These parks are expensive. Let's place in this park right here. Something like that. Now let's add in some residential. I almost blanked on the word there. Oh, whoa, let me pause this. I almost forgot. We want pathways. We need pathways. We want these areas connected. Do something like that. And then straight through. Let's say up to there. And then in there. Let's get a grid up so I can snap that there. Okay, let's run this. I need money. Get that snapped like that. Come on. Yeah. Something like that. Take the road guidelines off. That's usually the culprit. If you are struggling with getting it snapped to a specific point, it's usually road guidelines. And maybe one in, yeah. Later on I'm going to take those out because I'm going to place a park in and then we can charge people to move from there to there. But I think for now that's fine. We can do it, leave it like that. So now we can go ahead and as soon as we make more money, we can add in some of those utility buildings. So for now, let's zone this by hand. Okay, always by hand, but let's be selective with where we place these buildings. I'm going to leave that for now. And do something like that. I'm going to place some utilities over there. Yeah, maybe in here. I think that'll be a better idea. More centralized. And I think it will be... Okay, now we're a boom town. We can buy another plot. We have recycling and finally we have some highways. A couple of other roads and buildings. First things first. Take a quick peek at our... Do we want to pay this back? No. If I pay that back now, I'm going to take it again. Because that's how we roll. So let's get a couple of cemeteries in here. Place one in there. As soon as that's operational, that will be fine. And we have high schools now. You know what? Let's place in a high school there. And that's fine. We need a elementary school, or as we call it here, a primary school. Let's place it in there. And we're out of money again. But we can do a bit of detailing. What trees? Yeah. Some of these. So let's place a bit in there. Just close that. And let's do a bit of that. You can always delete the trees later on, but I think for now that's fine. Let's just add in a bunch. And in here as well. With our main roads, we can add in nicer looking trees. More colorful trees. In real life, I'm not really a fan of all the colorful trees, and I can't really say that, but yeah, I like plants and flowers that are unique and interesting. Not usually the, oh, look at the pretty flower type, but look at the interesting flower. That's usually more my style. Spread in a couple of these trees in here. Now it's not really detailing because I'm just painting. But let's get a couple of trees in our nature reserve as well. These ones will die and look horrible. But we can get this a bit more concealed. Now with our park, let's see what we can add in. Some more, add in some more things along the way. Okay, those things are locked still. Just get the brush option off. That's a problem. Let's get a couple of canoes lying there. Definitely an outhouse. We need a fireplace. Campsite. Let's place that there. That's actually a nicer campsite. Get a couple of trees in. Couple of nature benches. Just everywhere along the route. I think that'll be a nice addition. I actually want that to move our industrial area as soon as possible. But I'm going to try and move away from the normal generalized. Okay, this one's a bit far. Let's get a nature reserve sign in there. And we definitely need one in here. And usually what I do with these, I have a small pathway going in and then roundabout with all these boards and everything like that. Yeah, let's take a quick peek at our park. Okay, it has almost double the entertainment needed, and it's almost halfway to the amount of visitors needed. I'm gonna boost the ticket prices just a little bit so it pays for itself at least, because at this stage it's losing a bit of money. But if you take a look at this area, I really love how this area turned out so far. With all the trees. Yeah, I really like that. If you compare it with this area, it looks it's a bit sparse with tree. It's still a lot, but I like this a lot more. And yeah, let's go have a quick run through all of these tabs. Electricity. bit of dire need of an upgrade. I might want to move that one later, just so we can get this connected. You can get rid of those ones. Same over here, I want to add in one, let's say there. We can take out these power lines. Because I don't really like the look. If I can help it, I don't want any of that here. And later on I can take this entire thing out and just have a small one if needed in there. Let's take a quick peek at this. Okay, our toll boost, that's fine. Our road maintenance depot. Okay, 4,400. Then we can do that. We do have buses unlocked. Normal bus depots. That's fine. That's fine. Bus stations are only at 4,000. Yeah. So we want to add in some public transport in the nearby future, but as you can see, we're still at 82%. The majority of this is the heavy traffic flow here. So what I want to do here, I can always go ahead and make a couple of changes. Let me quickly do that. Wrong thing. I don't want you to be able to turn there, but take a look at the junction. You should be able to switch lanes in here. So if you turn here, you can choose any of those two lanes. I think that will help quite a lot. And come on, not what I want to do. But yeah, we can have a look and play around with all this later on, but I think for now, you see, now it's a bit of confusion there, but it's all out. Just because we made a couple of changes there. I'll go ahead and do this to the entire length of this road. Same with this one. But yeah, this will be the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed this small tweaking episode, and I hope to see you for the next one. Cheerio.